Good morning. Today is October 17, and we have a friendly conference for reviewers, no goods, and for consultancy services. Let's start this meeting with a prayer.
Almighty and loving Father, Creator of heaven and earth, we use and adore you. You are the King of all kings. We humbly ask for your forgiveness for all our sins. Have mercy on us. Lord, we are all gathered here today for the procurement activities. Send us your Holy Spirit to be our guide and give us the wisdom to understand every topic and teach us that we are going to discuss. Enlighten everybody's mind for our present discourse. And let your love be upon us. May this activity bring success. We thank you, Father, for the precious time that you have given us. All this we pray to our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you, the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Sir Bernie. Sir Larry, kindly do the roll call.
Because our chairperson mentioned while ago, we are convened for the credit conference for civil works projects, 2 goods and services projects, and 4 consulting services projects. But before proceeding with the presentation on the details, may I first call the roll for the determination of ongoing. From our bids and awards committee, we have with us Assistant Regional Director Edita R. Babara as our chairperson.
Present.
Attorney David Kevin and De Leon, Chief Roa as our vice chairperson. And for the members, Engineer Isabella C. Gingal Jr., Chief Construction Division. Attorney Mary Queen R. Moki, Chief Administrative Division. Engineer Bernard T. Calabazaro, Chief Quality Assurance and Hydrology Division. Engineer Rosalinda T. Salvatierra, Chief Maintenance Division. And Engineer Cecil M. Santos, Officer in charge of the Planning and Design Division. Madam Chair, as with the attendance of the members of the Peace and Awards Committee, there exists a quorum.
Considering that there is a quorum, this friendly conference is now called to order. Please continue.
From our technical working group, Ma'am Wilhelmina Ciarao, Chief Finance Division as the head. And for the members, Engineer Medardo S. Mestre, Chief Equipment Management Division. Engineer Elmer Escobar, Engineer 4 of the Construction Division. Engineer Joel D. Rossi, Engineer 4 of the Quality Assurance and Hydrology Division. Engineer James George D. Antonio, Engineer 3 of the Quality Assurance and Hydrology Division. Engineer Harold A. Alvarez, Engineer 2 of the Equipment Management Division. Engineer David R. Hidalgo, Engineer 4 of the Equipment Management Division. Engineer Mia Sandra J. Lemon, Engineer 2 of the Construction Division. And Ma'am Adelus L. Casillo, Auditor 4 of the Finance Division. I am on 4. Sorry. And from the Bank Secretariat, yours truly, we also have with us Engineer Dave Jane L. Masqua, Engineer Cristalo Capello, and Ms. Salome Calman. And from our support staff, from the PIO, we have Sir Mark. Also in attendance for today's proceedings are representatives from prospective dealers, particularly for 23 GB 012 from John M. Enterprise. We have with us Ms. Erica Soriano. For 23 GB 013 from Techfield Geosolutions Company, represented by Junior Construction. We have with us Engineer Clarissa Esteban. That's all, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Sir Larry. So, we will now have the brief presentation, explanation by the back of the basic contract data for the first project, 23B00025, that is for the convergence and special support program, the sustainable infrastructure projects with elevating gaps, SIPA, for the construction of Alicaw Flood Control Project, to be presented to us by Engineer Isabella Seydina.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the contract ID 23B00025, project name is Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects and Meeting Gaps, SIPA, Mitigation Structure, protecting public infrastructure facilities, construction of Alicaw Flood Control Project, at Station 0 plus 00 to Station 0 plus 200. Kawayan City, Isabela, Alicaw Kawayan. Implementing office is DPWH Regional Office number 2, and the funding source is GAA fiscal year 2020. The EBC is 81,729,303 and 38 centavos. To contract data, the scope of works is provision of facilities for the engineer, provision of combined field office, laboratory, and living quarters, building for the engineer rental basis, provision of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and appliances to the field office for the engineer, operation and maintenance of temporary field office, laboratory, and living quarters, building for the engineer, and provision of provide 2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer and bail rental basis, and operation and maintenance of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer. And the provision for other general requirements are provision of public billboard, signboards, occupational health and safety program, traffic management, environmental management and monitoring, and mobilization. For civil works component, the scope of works are excavation and moulding works, removal of trees, construction of catch basins, construction of reinforced concrete box culvert, construction of reinforced concrete line canal, construction of reinforced concrete pavement, installation of geotextile, furnishing and installation of hexapads, furnishing and driving of steel sheet piles, painting of steel sheet piles, and installation of railings, stainless. For the contract duration, we have a total contract duration of 250 calendar days, with net working days of 173, credited days and workable days, 60 calendar days, and Sundays and holidays of 39 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, we have the pickup license required, pickup license with the size range of the trees, medium A. For SLCC, bidders should have completed the contract and major category of works with construction cost of at least 50% for the ABC of the contract to be bid. For major category of work, there's construction of slope protection using structural foundations, amendment, retaining structures, and management.
Secretariat, if similar categories of work doon. Dapat yung ilangin na natin doon instead of the refer to the data sheet, yung ano na. This President, we go back.
Okay, we'll go back to this one. As to work experience, requirements for the key personnel. One project manager with the minimum years of total work experience of 5, same position, and minimum years of similar experience, same position of 3. One project engineer, 5, and with minimum years of similar experience, same position of 3. One materials engineer, at least accredited materials engineer 1. One quantity engineer with 3 years, minimum years of total work experience, and minimum years of similar experience, same position of 2. One foreman, 5 years, and 3 years for the minimum years of similar experience, same position. One safety officer accredited by
Secretary Pedro, sa Pamina.
Sir Bernie, can you explain yung table regarding yung material engineer, yung qualification, yung dapat engineering na ang credit sa kanya? Can we specify that in the video?
The orientation series of 2006.
The qualification niya is
Reference to the major contractors, consultant.
dapat specific tayo niyan kasi hindi nila sinusunod yan. Dapat very specific tayo.
Well, as to the project, the required materials engineer here is at least accredited materials engineer.
Yeah, I know. But the accreditation, there is the amount for them to maximum. Yung maximum siya assignment of one. Hindi yung lahat ng project, doon siya. Pero may maximum lang siya. Hindi siya allowed na more than that per people.
Okay, Sir Bernard can
Yeah, okay.
that's fine.
For materials engineer 1, one project consisting, for materials engineer 1, the project limit is one project costing not more than 150 million, or two projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 150 million, or three projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 200 million. And for a materials engineer 2, one project no cost limit. Two projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 300 million, or three projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 250 million. So, yun po ang limit of assignment for accredited materials engineer. Yun po yung pinag-mention ni
Pwedeng ilagay mismo dyan.
yeah.
Yun ang inaano ko na nandyan dapat sa COR natin. Kasi that's just the ground for this qualification.
Actually, during the our RNA last week, meron actually present si Aide. Yes, last week pala. Ay, present si Juan na yung limit of assignment ng isang contractor. Material security ng contractor is humihingi sila kay Joseph kanila na ma-exempt sila kasi nag-exceed na yung limit of assignment.
Ayan nga.
Pero pending yung yung release ng issuance of a formal communication to us, is still observing the Department for the series of 2018. Ang sinasabi siguro ni Ma'am Nina Sir Larry is that i-include doon accredited materials engineer plus an open parenthesis in consonance with the ONA series of 2018. Mas maganda siguro kami itabi na doon
my certificate of flood rating, together with the pollution control officer.
Okay, thank you. Please proceed, Sir Pedro.
For minimum major equipment requirement, one backhoe with a capacity of 0.8 cubic meter, one backhoe wheel mounted, cargo service truck, one with a capacity of 9 to 10 metric tons, two roller crane, capacity of 36 to 40 metric tons, two dump truck with a capacity of 12 cubic yards, and one roller trailer with a capacity of 25 metric tons, one motorized road grader, two payloader with a capacity of 1.5 cubic meter, one micro-trolley roller with a capacity of 10 metric tons, one micro hammer with a capacity of 60 tons, and one water truck with a capacity of 16,000 liters, one welding machine, gas diesel driven with a capacity of 300 ounces. This of material testing equipment should be in accordance with Euro 11 series of 2007. Madam Chair, that's all for 23B-029.
Yes, sir.
With regards to the material testing equipment, we will conduct the inspection. Will it be the personnel, PWG from the quality insurance?
Yes, and as much as we already have TWG coming from the QA, they will be the one inspecting the materials testing equipment.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, Gary.
So for the information of the body, for the list of material testing equipment in accordance with DO 11, this is not per project basis. Yung contractor, okay lang, isang set lang siya ng material testing.
Noted, sir. Let's go back. So, doon sa data sheet mo, Sir Gary. Similar category support for the project.
Can you just read the similar categories of work for this project? Since the major category of work is flood control construction, slope protection using structural measures like abutment, retaining structures, and wire net, the assigned similar categories of work are the following: road construction, slope protection using structural measures, also like abutment, retaining structures, wire net, flood control, hydraulics, river control, ports, harbors, causeway, and flood control, hydraulics. That's all, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Pakibalik ulit. Doon din sa SLCC, can you define the 50% of the ABC of the in parentheses na lang? Para very specific tayo sa mga features natin. Sir, next time presentation. I-specify na natin yung 50% of the ABC, magkano yung 50% of the ABC. Hindi yung very general na specific na tayo sa ano.
Okay, Madam Chair.
So, thank you, Sir Bello. Let's now proceed to the second civil works. We have 23B-00072 to be presented to us by Engineer Salvatierra.
Good morning, Madam Chair and everyone. For contract ID 23B-00072, the repair and restoration of damaged National Road Division 2 during the onset of Super Typhoon Egay, rehabilitation, reconstruction, improvement along junction above Nasipu Natipunan Memory Road via Lupa, kilometer 446 plus 280 to kilometer 446 plus 300, Ingin Natipunan, Quirino. So the location is Ingin Natipunan, Quirino. The implementing office is DPWH Regional Office Number 2. For funding source, it is under National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund with an ABC of 422,372 pesos and 46 centavos. For the scope of work, provision of other general requirements, provision of project billboards, signboards, 1 DPWH and 1 COA, occupational health and safety program, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization. For civil works components, we have removal of actual structures, obstructions, PCCP, excavation and embankment works, aggregate survey works, construction of PCCP with a thickness of 0.28 meters. For the contract duration, we have 20 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, for the pickup license, price range of at least small b. For the SLCC, bidders should have completed a contract on major category of work with a construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid. Major category of work, RTP, roads, construction of PCCP. Similar categories of work, please refer to bid data sheet.
Rose, Sir Larry, yung similar categories of work for project 23B00072.
Okay, for the similar categories of work, we have RRP, roads rehabilitation, PCCP, RCPP, roads construction, tunnel, PCCP. That's all, Madam Chair.
So similar categories of work is RRP, road rehabilitation, PCCP, and then RCPP, roads construction, tunnel, PCCP. So, in case, Rose, this was it.
For the project requirements, work experience requirement for the key personnel, 1 project manager with 3 years minimum years of total work experience and condition, 3 years minimum years of similar experience, same position. 1 project engineer, 3 years minimum years of total work experience, same position, and 2 years minimum years of similar experience, same position. We have 1 materials engineer, accredited materials engineer 1. 1
So
for
we
1.
have Rose, Sir Bernie, for 422,000 cost, will be need accredited materials engineer 1 for that. So please correct that. Please proceed, Ma'am Rose.
For 4 months, 3 years, minimum years of total work experience, same position, and 3 years minimum years of similar experience, same position. 1 safety officer accredited by DOLE, 1 pollution control officer with training accredited by TNR EMC. For the minimum major equipment requirement, we have 1 backhoe with breaker with a capacity of 0.80 cubic meter, 1 payloader with a capacity of 1.5 cubic meter, 1 dump truck with 12 cubic yard capacity, 1 bulldozer with 167 horsepower capacity, 1 motorized road grader, 1 vibratory roller with capacity of 10 metric tons, 1 water truck with a capacity of 16,000 liters, 1 transit mixer with a capacity of 5 cubic yards. The list of material testing equipment must be in accordance with DO 11 series of 2017. That's all, Madam Chair, for this contract.
Thank you, Ma'am Ross. For the third civil works project, this will be presented by Engineer Gina.
Okay, for contract ID number 23B00080, project name is Safe and Maracaibo National Road System. Bridge program widening of permanent bridges, province of Cagayan and Isabela. Implementing office, DPWH Regional Office number 2. Source of fund is CAA fiscal year 2020. For the ABC, total ABC is 416,376,469 and 15 centavos. For first project is the Victoria Parallel Bridge with a ABC of 54,118,206.9. Location is Toledo City, Cagayan. For number 2 is Santa Ana Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 127,1,903 and 83 centavos inclusive of facilities for the engineer. Located at Barangay Santa Ana, Cagayan. For project number 3, Tulungan Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 37,479,661.5. Located in Barangay Ica, Localitas. For project number 4, we are presenting Gal Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 32,950,005 pesos and 94 centavos. Located at Barangay Ica, Cagayan. See location. Yung dalo, ikantit ay magkaroon.
Iba sana nagtama tayo, hindi ko lang ikalado.
Okay, please check it out. For project number 5, Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 32,442,751 pesos and 69 centavos located at Barangay Puyo, Ilaga, Cagayan. For project number 6, Tigan Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 21,202,569 pesos and 79 centavos located at Barangay Tigan, Isabela. For number 7, Manalo Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 27,554,936.21 located at Barangay Manalo, Pinalbato, Isabela. For number 8, Pulau 2 Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 22,829,755 and 58 centavos located at Barangay Lango, Pinalbato, Isabela. For number 9, Pulau 1 Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 35,158,984 pesos and 32 centavos located at Barangay Lango, Pinalbato, Isabela. For project number 10, Mayabo Parallel Bridge with an ABC of 25,757,692.89 centavos located at Barangay Mayabo.
Before you proceed, sir, paminat. Okay.
Yung paano kapalik, di ba ang implementing office is
Yes.
correct din na to. Implementing office, which is the regional office number
This, Message Chairman,
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. For scope of works, we have provision of facilities for the engineer, provision of combined field office, laboratory building for the engineer, and LAC, provision of living quarters for the engineer, and LAC also, provision of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and appliances, both for the laboratory and living quarters for the engineer, provision of laboratory testing equipment, apparatus, and applications for the engineer, operation and maintenance of field office, laboratory building, and living quarters for the engineer, provision and maintenance of brand new 4x4 type service vehicle with no basis for the engineer, provision of survey equipment for assistance to the engineer, provision of survey and laboratory personnel for assistance to the engineer, provision of progress photographs, provision, operation and maintenance of communication facility for the engineer. For other provision and general requirements and provision of planning billboard, signboard, provision of occupational health and safety program, provision of traffic management, conservation, demolition, environment, management and monitoring, and construction of greenway. For scope of work, civil works component with the clearing and dragging, excavation and embankment work, subgrade preparation, the needs of base course, construction of PCCP 0.98 meters and 0.30 meters deep. Wood piling works including provision of steel casing, 1.2 meters, 1.4 meters, 1.5 meters, and 2.0 meters diameter, respectively. Conduct of pile integrity testing, low strain and high strain dynamic testing. PD provision and driving of 0.40 by 0.40 meters thickness mountain piles, provision and driving of steel H piles, provision of and installation of type 6 girders, 33 meters, 35 meters, 40 meters in length, respectively. Provision of elastomeric level pads, construction of grouted and buckets from massive queens, installation of batteries, with a size of 0.30 meters by 2 meters by 6 meters, installation of 910 mm diameter plus 4 CPC, application of pavement marking, remix reflectorized yellow, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings, white and yellow, and provision of coconut and vegetation, vertical glass system, coconuts. For contract duration, and total contract duration of 630 calendar days, with a net working days of 470 calendar days, predetermined workable days of 42, and some days and holidays of 118 calendar days. Required pickup license should be size range of at least large A. For SLCC, bidders should have completed the contract and major category reports with the construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract. For the major category of work, bridges, construction of concrete superstructure with gas in place. So the similar categories of work referred to 53, I think, Fernando for us.
Thank you, sir. So for the single categories of work, first is BRHCCP, bridges, rehabilitation concrete, superstructure with cast-in-place piles. BRT-CCP, bridges, retrofitting concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. BCP, bridges, construction with board piles. BRP, bridges, rehabilitation with board piles. BRC, bridges, rehabilitation concrete. BCC, bridges, construction concrete. And BRR, bridges, rehabilitation, retrofitting. That's all, Madam Chair.
Please continue, Sir Beno.
Okay, for qualifier, the bidder must have completed a contract with at least 2.0 meter diameter wood pipe. For work experience requirements for the key personnel, one project manager with a minimum years of total work experience in position of 5 years and minimum 3 years. The minimum years of similar experience in position. One project engineer with minimum years of total work experience in position of 5 and minimum years of similar experience in position of 3. One materials engineer should be accredited materials engineer 2. One quantity surveyor, quantity engineer or surveyor with a minimum years of total work experience in position of 3 and minimum years of similar experience in position of 2. One foreman with 5 minimum years of total work experience in position and 3 minimum years similar experience in position. One safety officer should be accredited by DOLE. One pollution control should have a certificate of training issued by an END recognized organization. Okay, for minimum major equipment requirement, air compressor with jackhammer, one backhoe, one bentonite one bentonite mixer, one bulldozer, one cargo service truck with a capacity of 9 to 10 metric ton, one roller crane with a capacity of 21 to 25 metric ton, one roller crane with a capacity of 41 to 45 metric ton, one drilling rig, and 3 dump trucks. One motorized road grader, one payloader with a capacity of 1.5 cubic meter, one pile dynamic testing, one pile integrity testing accessories, one SPT and sanding machine, one pressure pipe set, one truck mounted crane with a capacity of 41 to 45 metric ton, one vibratory roller with a capacity of 10 metric ton, and one vibro hammer with hydraulic power pump, one water truck with a capacity of 16,000 liters. For this materials testing equipment is in accordance with DOE series of 2017. That's all, Madam Chief, for project ID 23B00.
Thank you, Sir Beno. Pwede bang pakibalik doon sa equipment requirement? Yung sa first page. Pwede nilagay natin yung yung capacity ng drilling rig. And also yung sa vibro hammer. Yung may baba, yung next page. Drilling rig, then the vibro hammer with hydraulic power pump, na yung capacity niya. Yung naka-program. So, okay, check natin. Balik mo nga sa una. Yung pang board 5. Yung bako din. Ano pa? Yung part of extension, yung release rate, at saka yung fiber hammer. We have representatives from the RDI. Meron po kayong gustong i-clarify, recognize.
Yung sa technical ito naman sa ulangot ko, yung size ng diameter ng 4-5, kasi magkaiba yun sa nasa drawing at sa document.
Sige, pwede kung ano na, tignan na. And then, pwede dun sa sa scope over pala, kung po pwede, break down yung per page doon, kung ano yung major scope of work doon. Para madali ma-identify kung ano yung major scope of work bawat page. Yes, ma'am. Yes, this project is, the 10 pages is under MICA, and then the regional office will only serve as the procuring entity, hindi po siya yung up to resolution of award ng kung gagawin natin. And then it will be submitted, the resolution of award will be submitted to the central office. The central office for the UPO will be the one to award the project.
Ma'am, before, because gusto lang pa-verify item 1 sa PRS regarding sa limit of assignment of the engineer 2. Kasi dito, although this is series of different projects, with amounting of 400 million plus, ang maximum limit ng ang naka-indicate kasi dito sa Procurement engineer 2 is one project for low-cost living. So, hindi ko alam kung pwede categorize yung different projects. Kasi isang kontrata lang naman mo, isang kontrata lang naman. Tatanong ko naman kung kailangan ba talagang piliin dalawa o tatlong Procurement engineer kailangan.
So, ang sinasabi mo, sir, is that we will verify from the DRS if if one material engineer 2 will suffice for the full contract. Kasi as one contract na ng naman, but meron siyang 10 pages kasi. And in different locations. Up to when, sir?
With the director of safety.
Sige po, siguro dapat set tayo ng up to tomorrow or on the 19th kasi ano pa natin yan, i-bulletin natin if there will be changes. Any more? Any more clarifications from Sir Wendy? Wala. Sir, antayin lang po natin yung tinignan lang po sa baba, yung plan and yung plan at saka yung Hindi tayo implementing office. Ang tawag dito, Sir Matt, regarding the equipment, Sir Kevin was asking a while ago kung yung ang i-commit ba is 1 set lang for the whole, for the 10 bridges. At different occasions siguro, different occasions yan kasi siguro yung mga minor equipment, kanya-kanyang siguro, or 1 set of equipment per province. But the really great, pwede siguro sa mabilisan lang naman yung pag-qualify.
Sa board file, most likely, pwede mong dagdag ng crane.
Ibalik na doon.
Sa crane yun, 2 unit assign.
But sir, minimum lang naman yan. So, ibig sabihin, pwede silang magdagdag. Depende na sa kanila.
Mas maganda na lang kung isama na natin yan.
Madam Chair, if I may, it would be better, I think, if we consult with the implementing office as to their requirement. Since hindi naman tayo ang mag-implement, so baka may specific requirements po yung implementing office. This pertains to the query of Sir Bernard at the same time yung sa equipment na rin.
We'll take it, Sir Kevin. Sir Gabby, hindi ba tayo invite sa upo? Dapat na-invite natin sila. But anyway, sige, ano na lang natin sila mamayang or tomorrow, we request na makipag-meeting tayo sa kanila. So, sir, pwede ba sagutin namin mamaya yung query, no? Sir, habang pinusan sa baba. So, with that, let's proceed to the press conference for the two.
Chair.
Yes, sir.
Just a reminder to the prospective bidders yung preparation ng financial document nila. So, as we have seen a while ago, there are 10 projects with their own respective ABCs. So, dapat i-prepare ninyo yung finance, yung bid amount per project. And it should not, or per allocation, it should not be more than the, also when we, kasi sa bidos, andun naman yung respective BOQs nila. Also, na-specify doon yung provisional sum. Huwag ninyong galawin yun na dapat yung fixed amount yun. And if ever you opt to offer a discount or that should not be subjected to any discount. Naka-fixed talaga.
Fix na lang, wala na estimate.
Wala na.
Yes, sir. Fix po yun, and wala pa po ng estimate. It will be, during the implementation, it will be the project engineer who will determine kung magkano yung gagamitin po or anong paggagamitan to. So, yun nga, sabi ni Sir Larry, it will be fixed, and then, if there will be some discount offered, hindi po siya subject for discount. Before we proceed with the goods and services, yun pala, ano muna, yung presentation muna for the bid evaluation, bid evaluation, that is, the technical and financial requirements, bid evaluation in the most one. Yes, sir.
This is in relation to the statement given by Sir Larry. Just to be clear, yung presentation po ng financial proposal po nila, the breakdown of the amount should not exceed the ABC of each bridge. Kasi may tendency po baka mag-increase sa isa, mag-decrease sa isa, but the totality of the ABC is equal or lower than the ABC of the entire project. So, if ang ano po natin, ang rule po natin is the amount for each project should be equal or less than the allotted ABC for each bridge. We might as well indicate it in the ano, kasi yung mga hindi po present baka mag-is.
I think it is indicated in the videos.
Sa mas maganda din siguro, sir, din na ilagay din sa BOQ para very specific po kasi kung minsan baka hindi na nila ginagpapagdali yung windows. Mas maganda, ilagay na natin dun sa BOQ na mismo. Maglagay tayo ng remarks doon. Just to remind her. Okay, please proceed po. Thank you, Madam Chair, and good morning, everyone.
Ano lang po, additional pa po, before we proceed with you. What if the event that they submitted a bid proposal, for example, dun sa 10 na project, one of the bridge project na nag-exist po sa ABC, are they going to be disqualified for that, for the entire project or for that specific component of the project?
But there's the part that you say that the financial document must not exist for individual projects. Please show them so that they will be aware of the terms of reference.
So it is stated there that the amount of item 3.11, provisional sum indicated in the bill of quantities shall be fixed and should not be subjected to any decrease or increase. The estimated amount per bridge project must not exceed their respective ABCs as indicated above.
Siguro dagdag natin dyan na lang na in the event, pwede ba yun? In the event na mag-exceed yung proposal per project as against the respective ABC, automatic na disqualification na yun. Pwede ba pinagay yun?
we can just issue a bid bulletin.
Sige, para clear. Please proceed. Thank you, Madam Chair, and again, good morning, everyone. For the technical and financial requirements for the civil works project, so for the first envelope, which shall contain the technical proposal, and this includes the eligibility requirements, which must be updated in the DPWH, civil works registry, the bid security, the project requirements, which includes the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, the list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their complete qualification and experience data, the list of contractors' construction and laboratory equipment pledged to the contract supported by proofs of ownership or lease agreement, and the omnibus warrant statement. For registration in the DPWH Civil Works application, if the bidder is not enrolled in the CWA, the bidder must submit its Class A and Class B documents, excluding the 5 Class A documents covered by the PhilJEP's registration certificate. If the bidder is enrolled in the CWA, the pertinent documents must be updated in the CWA through the contractor profile application in the DPWH website. For the bid security, the bid validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids, and the bid security validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bid security shall include bid security declaration or at least one other form enumerated below, so either a cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, or a bank draft guarantee irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, equivalent to 2% of the ATC, or a surety bond callable on demand issued by a surety or insurance company, duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security equivalent to 5% of the ATC. So that's for the first envelope. For the second envelope, which shall contain the financial proposal, the bid form indicating the total bid price and contract duration, the bill of quantities with bid prices, and detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, and the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. During the bid evaluation for RA 9184, the bank shall evaluate the financial proposal using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ATC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. For completeness, no price in required item shall be considered non-complying, indicating a zero or dash shall be considered free to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable, video view shall be considered non-responsive. For the arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words prevail. Total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in the OQ, the latter prevails. And again, if the bid is above ADC, it shall be considered non-compliant. For the cost qualification for RA 9184 and DPWH Department Orders number 127, series of 2018, and Department Order number 9, series of 2012, the verification of legal requirements includes the licenses, certificates, permits. It will also be ascertained that the bidder is not included included in the blacklist of contractors provided by DPWH and the GPT. For the verification of technical requirements, compliance of single largest completed contract or SLCC similar to the contract being procured, the competence and experience of the key personnel to be assigned to the project, the availability of major equipment units pledged to the project. Take note that failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the pledged equipment and the specific location to their own lease or under purchase agreement shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of the contract and forfeiture of its bid security per Department Order Number 58, Series of 2012. During the verification of technical requirements, the authenticity of the security will also be verified. For the cost qualification regarding the performance in its ongoing project, it will be verified that there is no negative slippage of at least 15% in a single contract, no negative slippage of at least 10% in two or more contracts, and failure of the contractor to commence repair works on ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and deficiencies, or failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures, or not of standard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications, or no unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection, or non-related damages currently imposed on the contractor. Along with the foregoing, the result of the contractor's performance evaluation system will also be verified. For Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012, the technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder will propose a key technical personnel who is not his employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. This certification shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also to be verified during post qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. And if any piece of the equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post disqualified. So reminders for civil works project 23B0025, 23B00072, and 23B00080. The deadline of submission of clarification shall be 10 days before the submission of bids, and supplemental bid bulletins shall be posted naman po in the PhilJet and DPWH website. So the deadline of submission of bids is on November 7, 2023 until 10 a.m. This can be done manually or electronically. So for manual submissions, should be submitted at the Procurement Conference Room, 4th floor, DPWH Regional Office 2, Extension Building 2, Regional Government Center, Garden Sur, Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. Electronic submissions may be done through electronic bids _R2 at dpwh.gov.ph. So for the number of copies of bid proposal, the bidders are only required to submit one original copy sealed in an envelope. For the date and place of opening of bids, it shall be on November 7, 2023, after the deadline of receipt of bids, at the Procurement Conference Room, 4th floor, DPWH Regional Office 2, Extension Building 2, Regional Government Center, Garden Sur, Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. WGS and DPWH website. That's all, Madam Chair. Thank you, Ma'am Queen. Consider meron na tayong doon sa query ni RDI. For Olango Bridge number 2, 2 meters yung nasabi ninyo na diameter po sa plan.
1.4 saka 1.2. Sa bid proposal kasi ng paper at iba dun sa plano size.
1.2 ang nasa plan po at saka sa DOW. 1.2 po. Pag-check na yung bid docs for Olango.
Sa page 114. Yung concrete pile pad,
Permanent staging.
1.2.
Until completion with the program of work for Olango Bridge number 2. Until yung ano na yung program of work.
Concrete pile pad. 1.2 is permanent.
Wait. I see item number 18, concrete pipes cut in place, drive holes 1.4 diameter. But yung item number 19 is permanent casing, 1.20 meters diameter, 12 mm thick. So that must be 1.2. Pag-check na lang po yung item number 18 for Olango Bridge number 2. I will check the bid docs.
Dun sa page,
Let's
dun
see.
sa sheet file po, page kaya po structure, page file po. Yung page file sa Bayabo at Karaptigan Bridges.
Karaptigan Bridge.
Page 133, the building document.
Item number na lang, sir. Item number 18. Hill, H5. Furnace.
Yung site doon sa plano is 204 by 207.
Number 18. Number 18, size of the STL file. Ano pa po, sir, para i-verify natin?
Yung sa provide, yung sa cellphone po, walang specification yung cellphone.
Meron dapat. Sige, sir.
Yung the same situation with Karapigan naman. sa Bayabo.
It's for Bayabo and Karaptigan.
Dun sa mga laboratory testing equipment, yung listing, may doble.
Check yung particulars.
Yung laboratory thermometer, sir. Wala na natin kung ilang sinanak po. Laboratory thermometer.
Laboratory thermometer sa ilang.
CPR kasi yung lahat na doble.
CPR ang
Doon sa mga laboratory testing, mga accessories ng CPR ang nadoble.
sige, let me round down kung ano yung queries ni Sir Han. Yung sa tayo doon sa Bansar, sa Alango, na is 1.2 meter diameter po yun. That's item number 18. And then for Bayabo Bridge, natin yung size ng stage files, and then yung breakdown of the yung sa cellphone, specifications, and then yung laboratory thermometer, the number of units, and then yung CPR there, na times 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Sige, ano ba kuha?
Wala na.
So, yung mga changes, Secretariat, and issuing bid bulletins.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Kasi wala pa. For the query of RTI regarding Bayamo Streets and Karapigan Streets, where the site of this is expired, can we have it verified after this private conference, and then we can just make the changes? Sir, Ma'am Garis, yung iba may mga changes po tayo, just in case that we will be having some changes, can you put your query in writing so that we will have a change? So, the query conference for the 3 civil works projects, we're done with that, and yung pong mga representatives of the contractor, thank you for coming. Next, we have the PPC for the PhilHealth Hospital. For the press conference for this morning, we will be adjourning for the session.
Madam Chair, I move that we suspend first the private conference for this afternoon, considering that it's almost about the document.
This is suspending the private conference for civil, services. We will resume at 1:30 this afternoon.